Hello everybody, this is Charles. I'm back for another video review. This time for the long-awaited Fewture Shin Getter 1. We have waited for not one, not two, but probably more than 2 years for this guy to be released. Fewture did some improvement to this piece, like the wings, increasing the size and some other stuff. But you know what, finally this piece is upon us after 2 years worth of delay. And without further ado, I'm just going to go forward with this review. Hope I'm the first one in the YouTube and internet to do a video review for this. And once you get this guy out of the brown box, you have this external casing that says Shin Getter 1. Shin in Japan actually means real. Alright, so once you take this out, internally there's another box. Yeah, so this is the cover of the box that shows you the internal part of Shin Getter 1. So without further ado, I'm just going to go to the main gist. Ta-da! Yes, this is the holy grail. Alright, so when Shin Getter 1 comes in the package, you have some wrapping to actually protect the ankles. You also have a wrapping around the waist, and the head actually comes in a separate piece, and so it also has a mask off. And for this size, all these 6 blades, you have to actually insert them individually on your own. So first primary view of this piece, let me just do the review of the robot first without the wings. As we all know, the wings is a little fragile, so let's be a little bit careful since this piece cost a lot. Yes, by the way, I've got my piece from Ng's collection in Singapore. Don't ask me how much I paid for mine, because I'm not going to entertain any questions on the price of this thing. All I can say is that it's expensive and it's worth every single cent. So back to this robot. Primarily there's a lot of die cast rib parts here. The die cast hands are die cast, the legs are die cast. The joints, internal joints, I believe are not die cast but hard plastic, same as the knee joints and the hip joints. I would say that for the shoulder joints and for the elbow joints, it's okay for it to be not in die cast, because I think there's not a lot of stress when I move the parts. But in terms of the hip joints and perhaps even the knee joints, I was hoping that the joints are actually made of die cast, because I would say that these are probably joints that are more prone to stress, and it would be better if they are made of die cast. But of course, sometimes when even if the joints are made of die cast, like the infamous Max Factory Genesis Geiger version 1, it breaks into pieces over time. Wonder why. Oh yes, and by the way, the kneecaps are actually come separately as well. Let me just show you. You can just pop it off easily. It comes separately. All you need to do is just to pop in yourself. So it doesn't matter which side you pop in, because both of them are identical. So first, before I go into the review on the posability, let me just say that for Shin Getter 1, it comes with 2 masks. This is the one that you can actually remove. So this one is actually more anime accurate because it has this eyeball thingy. The other one doesn't have the eyeball, it's more like a golden eye. I'm not going to show this one for the review, but over here you can see the face. Very detailed. Sorry that my camera is not high res, so you can't really see the details of the face, but I would say true to the style of Fewture, you do see a very skeletal structure for this thing. Let me just put it back here. And for the chest part, you can actually, the chest part is actually separate as well. Let me just try to pull it out. Okay, so there are 2 parts, and it comes with this energy thingy. 3 colors, red, blue and yellow, to symbolize Getter 1, 2 and 3. So it's like a nuclear. So you need to hold this in this angle and put it in, because it slots in at this chest piece well. And you put in this plate, chest plate, torso plate, to actually cover it. And last but not least, to put this in. You know, it's really an excitement to hold this whole thing, because it's so heavy, it's so solid. It's like wow. Alright, so let me just fit it in nicely. Yep, it fits in very very nicely. So let me see. In terms of articulation, let's go to it directly. The neck and head has their own articulation. So as you can see over here, neck wise, it has its own articulation. The head has its own articulation as well. It's very well articulated. Shoulders wise, over here we can actually move it sideways here. We have a 360 arm rotation. The shoulder blades pads itself can actually move to give you more room for better articulation. Let me just move it up here. And yes, we have clicky joints. Wonderful clicky joints. So the shoulder wise, you can only raise it this high, you can't go all the way. Not due to the restriction of this pad, but it's more to the restriction of the joint itself over here. This white part that actually blocks it from moving any further. Let me see if I can actually move the white part up. I don't think so. Yeah, the white part is stuck. So basically you can't move it beyond that. But nonetheless, still good. Yeah. I'm handling this guy more careful than I usually am with my Gokins, of course, because I spend a lot on this guy. Next thing, elbow joints. You have 360 rotation up on this upper part, and lower part wise you can also rotate pretty fairly, about 360 as well. The blades individually you can move them. Alright, you can move them individually, you can rotate them, not a problem. Over here, the joint wise, you can actually move. Yeah. So it's mainly clicky joints, very cool. Alright, and for the wrist area, you can actually rotate it, and there's also a joint here. Let me just see if I can focus it better. There's actually a joint here as well as you can move up and down. I've tried rotating the ball joint, but it seems to be very hard. I'm not sure if it's meant to be rotated, but just in case it might break, I'm not going to rotate it. I'm pretty fine with the fist being able to move this. It's okay that I can't rotate the ball joint. I can't rotate this ball joint around. It's okay because it's not critical to me. So yeah. So let me see. So in terms of the waist wise, okay, let's just see the waist. Very minimal movement for the waist, I would say. The side waist slightly, turn around slightly. Yeah, not a lot. But decent to do some soft posing. And since we're at the back here, we see the head of Getter 2 and Getter 3. Some people say that it can be removed, but personally I don't think they can be removed, and I'm not going to attempt to do it, so just let them stay there. And at the back of Getter 3, head of Getter 3, you see the skirts. They can be moved up, okay, to allow you to have better articulation for the legs. So that's very cool of Fewture to do that. And in terms of the hip wise, okay, let me just move this. You need to actually leave the skirt, okay. Let me just leave one part of the skirt at the back first. Alright, you can actually rotate the thigh. So it gives you more articulation, which is really cool. You can actually move the thigh. Let me see, let me move these arms up first. Up to this much. Yeah, this is how much you can actually go up. It's a lot of articulation. Clicky joints. Clicky joints. I'm not going to move them all the way, yeah, but you get the gist. Clicky joints, yeah. Nice clicky joints. And the knees are double jointed. Jointed at the lower part of the knee, and we also have the movement at the upper part of the knee. So this is how much articulation we have, and yes, it does sound great to have all this cling metallic clicky sound. In terms of the feet wise, the feet can actually move sideways. Alright, you can actually move them up. Okay, sideways, you can actually move the feet down. Okay, let me just hold this. Yep, you can actually move it quite an angle, which is quite cool. This is very cool. In fact, you can do a lot of dynamic poses, but I'm actually not going to do the dynamic poses in my review here. Okay, let me just get the Getter into better balance first. Yeah. So basically, yeah, Getter stands very well and very sturdy on its own. So yeah. Okay, I'm just handling it very carefully because like I said, he's expensive and he's a masterpiece. I really want to handle him with care. So let me just do it this way. Let me just make a price making stand. Yeah, with his legs close. Alright, cool. So in terms of the paint wise, I would say the paint finishing is very nice, very glossy, metallic painting. Really nice finishing overall, all the while, everywhere, and I say it's really worth the wait. I mean, if we have been patient, we have waited. I know some people have cancelled their orders. You're gonna regret cancelling your orders, I tell you. The paint is really well done. I would say it's really fantastic. This is really a piece of masterpiece. And let me just move this away for a while. I'm just going to go through the extra hands it comes with. So it comes with this hand that allows you to switch the weapon over. Alright, I'm not going to show it over here. I'll probably do another review over the weekend on the accessories and such, but not now. And it does come with an open fist. The fingers of the open fist can't move, but the thumb can move though. Yeah, the thumb can move. Okay, it's interesting. And we do have another hand that it can be used to hold the weapons, which is the Getter, Tomahawk, and the Cinch. So this is cool. I think the thumb can't be moved. Yeah, the thumb can't be moved as well for this. And it does have another hand that has a clawy hand. That's interesting. All 4 joints are movable. Alright, you can move the thumb, you can move the other 3 claws. It's quite cool. Yeah. And now to the big part of it is the wings. Yes, wings. Handle with care wings. Yes, I have seen reports of some collectors having their wings broken. It's very sad. What I can say is that you got to be very careful with the wings. When you move the wings, move them close to the joint, so they don't create a lot of stress on it. Okay, and then over here, when you open up the wings, don't stretch them out too much. This is as much as it can go. They just let it stay this way. Alright. For the wings, this lower part is hard plastic, so be careful. Over here, this is actually soft rubbery. These two are actually soft rubbery, so it's pretty safe. And here is the joint. For this joint, you can actually move here up notch 2 times, but for this part it's a little hard for mine, so I'm just going to demonstrate using the other one. So this is the other wing that I have. I'm just going to open it. Alright. Likewise, I'm going to open this. I'm going to open this and be careful. I'm just holding it close to the joint while opening them, just to be careful. Alright. And over here, I can just demonstrate that you can actually move it 2 notches. Click, 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 click. Alright, 2 notches. And right now I'm just going to put the wings on Shin Getter 1. Alright. I'm just going to put the one side of the wings first. So it takes a lot of effort to actually pull it out once you get it in. So you got to be careful. So I'm just going to slot the wings in first. Give me a little moment. Okay, this is in, and once it's in, you can actually rotate the wings up and down, but I would say be very careful. Hold it as close to the joint as possible if you want to move them. Yeah, now you want to move them, but not too much down, right? So be very careful when you actually move the joint. This is the other one I'm gonna put in. Okay, cool. Right, so here I have Shin Getter 1 with his wings on the side. I know it's very large, so I'm just going to shift the joint a bit upwards. Okay, I'm going to hold it very close to the joint and move it, just to be careful. Yeah. Yep. Just hold it very close to the joint and move it upwards. Yep. So here we have, wow, Shin Getter 1, all glory. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to be very careful with this guy. Yep. Okay. Standing well. Alright, sturdy. I'm going to move my camera a little bit upwards. Yes, and here we see Shin Getter 1. Wow, all its former glory and whatever. Just have to be careful. This part of the joint, don't overstretch it. Yep, this is how fantastical he looks. It's really awesome. My camera can't really capture the whole thing. Let me just move it a little bit. Yeah, it's really awesome. It's really nice. It's really a piece of art, a masterpiece. So it's really cool. It's a very nice piece for you to display. Not a piece meant for play, but a piece meant for artistic display. And yeah, once in a while you can change the poses if you want to. It's really very nice. So I know prices in the secondary market are going up like crazy for this piece right now. So if you really want to get it soon before the prices go even more crazy than what they currently are. So here's Charles signing off with yet another review. I hope you guys like this review. I might do a review over the weekend for the accessories of Shin Getter 1. So do stay tuned for my channel for more reviews next time.